Everyone wants to be a lights out shooter and have limitless range. Everyone wants to be that guy on the team that hit that corner three-pointer to win the game when down 2 at the buzzer. If you are like the majority, you have been practicing really hard and becoming that lights out shooter. However, nothing's happening. No matter how hard you train, you cannot improve your jump shot. And I'm here to tell you why. My name is Coach Manzo, and this is All Things Basketball TV. First off, I would like to begin this episode with a quote that I love. Practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Now, what this means when speaking about shooting is that if you shoot the ball incorrectly to begin with, meaning that your technique is garbage, that you just don't have the proper fundamentals that we spoke about in my previous episode, link in the description, then no matter how hard you train your current shot, it will never replicate that of a professional player. You'll never break through your plateau. You'll never reach the next level and really reach your true potential if you're unwilling to change your form and change your technique to that of a professional basketball player. So in this video, I'll discuss why your jump shot isn't improving, assuming that it does not have to do with your form. Now, the first and main issue I want to speak about is that you may be too young. There is such thing as being too young to improve your jumper. I use a general benchmark of around 12 and 13 years old per se. So if you are not yet in middle school, you're probably too young to really improve your jump shot, because you're still going to go through your growth spurt. You're still going to grow tremendously. Therefore, any habits that you learn at a young age when shooting the basketball, the most common I see is when they set it on their shoulder, right? I know a lot of people know exactly what I'm talking about, but when a younger kid sets them on their shoulder and they chuck it, they push it with that one hand with all their strength. If you develop that habit at that young age because you work so hard at developing your jumper, before the ages of 14, 13, then when you get older, instead of properly shooting the basketball the proper way, you're gonna still have those bad habits. One of them, for example, may be that your offhand may be too high. That's what leads to people shoot the ball like Joakim Noah. And trust me, no one wants to shoot like Joakim Noah. That is why it angers me so much to see trainers train these young kids, in the 5th and 4th grade, how to shoot the basketball, charging the parents hundreds of dollars a week to teach that kid how to shoot the basketball, when in a couple years, everything that they were taught is going to go down the drain. So to my coaches and trainers watching this, instead of teaching your young clients how to shoot the basketball, teach them instead the mental aspects of the game. Teach them how to drive and kick. Teach them grit, determination, teamwork. Teach them how to be a competitor. These are things that kids learn and absorb at such a young age and not only develop over time. In terms of skill, you can teach a kid how to dribble the basketball at a young age, and that's actually encouraged. However, you cannot teach a kid how to shoot the basketball at a young age. You must wait until they're at least in middle school so that they can use and benefit from some of the techniques that these professional basketball players use. Now, another reason why most people cannot improve their jump shot, which is something I alluded to in the beginning of this video, is that they simply do not know how to. The movements of some of the techniques I mentioned in my previous video really started to gain friction around 2013, 2014. So things such as the turn, the finger, and the sweep and sway are all relatively newer ideas. They're ideas that have been practiced for generations. As you can see, players such as Michael Jordan or even Pistol Pete make use of these fundamentals. However, it has only been discussed in recent years. The majority of coaches tell you to square your feet to the basket, to not fade, and to jump straight up and straight down, to not bring the ball down when you shoot, and so much more. However, all of these traditional tips and cues and advice are completely false. If you want to know the real keys of shooting, then smash that like button. I'm kidding. I made a video about the keys. It's in the description, the link. You could just click it when you're done with this, of course. Do not be discouraged and think that all the trainers out there have no idea what they're doing. That is not what I'm saying, because I'm a trainer myself. But I'm encouraging you to do your own research and study the game for yourself. Watch footage, take notes, go on YouTube. YouTube is such an amazing platform. You could teach yourself virtually anything. Now, the final thing I'm going to speak about that's probably preventing you from improving your jump shot, drum roll please, is yourself. Human beings by nature are unwilling to change. You may want to improve your jumper, but will you improve your jumper? As mentioned previously, the keys are all laid out in front of you. At this point, all it takes is work ethic. And I don't want to hear, oh, I don't have the resources. I don't have a basketball. I don't have access to a gym all the time. I don't have a trainer. Regarding the lack of resources, simply get creative. And regarding having a trainer, I'm gonna make this very clear. You do not need a trainer to get better at basketball. There are significant benefits and great knowledge that can come from having a great trainer. However, it is not a necessity. So if you want to improve your jump shot, go out there, watch YouTube videos, study the game, record yourself. You must be willing to learn and you must be willing to change. So ending off on that inspirational note, that brings us to a wrap. My name is Coach Manzo and this has been All Things Basketball TV. If you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you have any questions related to basketball, whether it be from a practical or a mental stance, reach out to me. I'll be glad to answer all your questions and maybe even make videos on them. Once again, I'm Coach Manzo, and this has been All Things Basketball TV, signing off.